Well, hello, and a very, very warm welcome back to Garden Club again. And here we are in the 4th week of January. And I've got to tell you that I am super, super excited because literally 2 minutes ago I saw that something has come into bud, is about to burst into bloom that I wasn't expecting, which I just always find so very, very exciting. And I can't resist but show you that first. I was going to bring along to show you today some things that I would normally bring with me on a garden club at this time of year. You know, those of you who know me at Garden Club well will know in the winter months I bring along a box of beautiful things as well. And one of those is here. But you have them in your gardens as well because it's one of the crocuses and they're bursting into bloom. Let me show you. I'll be back in just a moment. Just look at that. There we are. Look, you can see that. A lovely yellow crocus just coming through. Look at that. This is Crocus Dorothy. And it's going to fly. In the next few days there'll be blooming. There's 2 of them actually. It's not just one. There's 2. Look at that. Now to me, you see, that's exciting. That's a sign that spring will come. And you know, I think actually in my lifetime this is the spring that I have most look forward to. So I hope you're all getting on okay. And everything like that. Anyway, today, what are we doing? Well, we're going to sow 2 more lots of seeds, and you are going to be sowing 2 lots of seeds. That's what you're going to be doing today. I hope you got on all right sowing the geraniums last time. Those are relatively big seeds, and so today we're going to go back to the tiny seeds. We're going to sow some gorgeous antirrhinums, snapdragons, bunny rabbits, bunny mouths, all those other lovely names you have for antirrhinums. Going to sow some of those, and we're going to sow our second crop of lobelia, Lobelia Cambridge Blue. Your dark blue lobelia, your Crystal Palace lobelia are coming up. I can show you, I think, here in the greenhouse. Look. They're coming up there. Look at that. So I'm going to suggest we start with the antirrhinums because although they're small, although they're really small, they're not as tiny as the lobelia. So let's get into it with the antirrhinums and sow them. Right, simple as that. So here we are. Here are their antirrhinum seeds. I suggest the best way to do it is either like I would normally do with you, and that is tips them out on a hand like this, or put them on a saucer and just do a few at a time. It's better to do a few at a time like this. Look, you can see them there. They're quite little, aren't they? But not too small. And then when you've got a few of them on your hand, you know, 8 or 10 on your hand, just brush them off like that and just go round to each one of you like that. Here we go, another 8 or 10 at a time. You don't have to count them, just, you know, in your mind's eye it's 8 or 10. So that's it, just like that, simple as that. Put the label in, Antirrhinum majus. They're a large one, you see. Now, you don't cover these, you just leave them on the surface. That's why I'm not sending you any vermiculite this week to cover them with. They just stay on the surface like that because they need light to germinate. So put the label on, put the lid on, and there we are. I'm going to put a few more seeds in there, obviously, because with sort of 8 to 10 seeds each, well, you know, it depends. I mean, you know, 10 of you could easily sow things. You don't want to put too many seeds in. Not sure how many seeds I've given you. You get a lot of antirrhinum seeds for your money. You know, because antirrhinums, if those of you who've grown snapdragons will know that each plant has thousands of seeds in it. So they're really good. So I'm going to put a few more in, like that. And yeah, I'll keep that going, and then I'll show you the lobelia. Good. Now, for our lobelia Cambridge Blue. Now these really are tiny. Let's tip some out like this. Make sure your hand's nice and dry. You don't want your sticky hands. And I mean, I have put 10 or 20 seeds on my hand. And look, if you look really carefully, you can just see there's something there. So we tip those on in the same way. Again, we don't cover these. These don't want to be covered up. They need their light to germinate. There are quite a few seeds in your packet, but you know, we want to spread them out quite thinly because we don't want them to come up looking like in a mustard and cress. They need to be spread out a bit so we can prick them out later on. So these are quite tricky, but you'll be alright. As I say, either a hand or a gloved hand or a saucer to put them on first. Anything like that does. Put them in. My golden rule of seed sowing, don't worry. Seeds want to grow, they want to come up. So, you know, they probably will. I think a little caveat actually would be to say as well that when we're sowing seeds during the course of the year, there's always maybe a few trays that don't come up for some reason. You never know why. So, you know, if they don't come up, they don't come up. But we'll find you some more. I'm sure these will be fine. Sow the seeds, give them the label, put the lid on them, put them in your propagating tray, and wait and watch and see what happens. Just to say, the antirrhinums and the lobelia will take a little bit longer to germinate probably than your geraniums that I'm hoping you'll have some excitement with quite soon. So don't be surprised if they take a little while to come through. I would expect them to take maybe a fortnight. Good. Well, there we are. There's some seed sowing for this week. The snapdragons and the lobelia. Good luck with those. You'll be great with them, and it'll be so exciting. I'm still beside myself with excitement that those crocuses are coming into bloom. It is such a joy. Whilst we're thinking about things that are looking lovely, let me show you one or two other things that I've got tucked away that you might like to see. There we are. Your one of the snowdrops. Now you've got snowdrops in the garden. They may have come out now. So look at that. And the snowdrop coming up. That'll keep the crocus company. That's not so surprising because we've had snowdrops in bloom already. So that's lovely. And then a little bit bigger than that. Here's a hyacinth that we've got growing. Nice hyacinth. If you love the smell of hyacinths, which I do, I adore the smell of hyacinths. This is just a joy. I'm conscious as well that almost certainly somebody is watching this that thinks, how can you bear to be near a hyacinth? Because they smell disgusting. I still can't quite work out why that is. I think there's some science behind it as to why some of us love the smell and some of us hate the smell of hyacinths. And in fact, I'm trying to find out now if there's a scientific reason for it. But there we are. That is a beautiful, you've got to admit, that's a beautiful flower. It's a beautiful colour, beautiful shape. It's gorgeous. Here we are, January. What better? It's lovely. Look on the bright side. If you don't like the smell of hyacinths, it's on a video. You don't have to smell it. There we are. Well, now, that's lovely. All sorts of lovely things that we've got to do over the next few weeks. So many seeds to sow, so many things to look at. Keep your eyes open for everything. I thought your iris would be in bloom by now, and the ones I've got here are not yet. So you see if you beat me to it, and you've got little baby irises coming into bloom before I have. You may do. So we'll wait and see. When we get to next week, we'll be in February. And once you get into February, the range of seeds and the range of things we can do grows and grows and grows. There's so many things to be done. And when you get to March, everything is happening because there's things to prick out, there's things to sow, there's things to be put here and there and things to plant in the ground, and it all starts going, and it's sort of this great crescendo of our gardening year sort of gets really underway. It's such a beautiful thing. Anyway, do take care of yourselves. Look after everyone, and look after each other. And I look forward to being with you like this next week. So, bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.